Welcome to Caching Waves. This is an Elliott Wave update for DXY. Now, before I get into my counts, I'm following 3 of them currently. I just need to be clear that my bias is that Bitcoin will be making all-time highs by the end of the year, which in turn gives me the bias that the DXY is actually going to go down. So just to be clear on that before I get started here. Now, this is my primary count. That is that we have a 5-wave move down for our A wave, and we're in the middle of a B wave triangle, eventually looking for a C wave to the downside of similar length of the A wave whenever the E wave finishes. These targets will change. This is just rough for now. And it looks like we've started our C wave. You can see how fast we got our sell-off here. You can see it's falling faster than it rose. This looks like an ABC with a diagonal. So it looks like we're starting our C wave from here. So that's the first count I'm following. Second count is that we are in the middle of a Y wave. And the way this pans out is we have an ABC off the high. Then we have a expanded flat 333 DXY came between the 1.236 and the 382 of this W wave, which is where we'd expect our X wave in a expanded flat. This is our X wave in, and we're looking for a 3 wave to the downside. So here we'd be looking for 5 waves down to complete this Y. This is my alternative if we happen to break this low, because you see in the triangle formation we have to hold above the B wave. So this is my alternative. So we'll see how we get. Now if we got this, that would be quite an extended wave most likely in Bitcoin for the 5th. So that's the other one I'm tracking. And my third option currently is that we have our A wave down. We're literally in the middle of a B wave, which is, here's our A wave, there's our C wave, get an A, B, C for our B wave, making our correction, and finally we make our partner leg in the future, early next year. So these are the 3 counts I am following. Be aware, I put on ideal targets, and that is if we take our A wave off our B wave for this middle consolidation here, target would be 99.38. We then would get a pivot of our A wave off this B wave for our C up at 107.629, and then I took our wave A off that idealized target down for our C, which would take us eventually to 93.376. Now that's if this followed Elliott Wave to the tick at 1-to-1s, right? But then we'd also have our channel, and boom, we go. Be aware that this can pivot in this situation anytime we drop below this level. You don't have to come to the 1-to-1, just nick below and off we go, right? So that's what I'm looking for on the DXY currently. And I'll be tracking this probably 1 to 2 times a week just to make sure everything's lining up as for our projected targets for Bitcoin. And yeah, I'll update that as things change. Once again, this is my current count. There is the option, although it's very ugly, that the triangle is in, and we can just drop from here. This would be our E wave, and we would just drop from here. That would give us a pretty blow off top on Bitcoin for a 5th wave. Put that back for now. Yeah, this is my primary currently. I think you can see why. It's pretty obvious, and it looks like we're making a series of 3s here. All right, guys, that's it for DXY. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.